mind. I don't even know where to start. Oh, yeah? Clear my schedule.
Strained my patience.
Won't even scar.
Suits on. Ready to go. Gladly wear a suit if it means exploring a new world. Can't imagine wearing it every day all the time.
Ever feel like we're making history right here? Right now? temples for decades and still only scratched the surface. Like this when it feels like we've really pushed the boundaries of humanity, you know?
Eternity!
We should head back, see how everyone is doing.
Someone seems more distant in the
I
lodge.
know. Look,
I guess that
we
is
all
to be
feel like we've been
expected.
kicked into the ground a million times over, but I think I have some. If I may, I know our encounter with the Hunter is the last thing anyone wants to talk about right now. Unity. Do you remember that? Because he was stopping us, implying that we were getting closer to it. The thing is, I've heard that word before. It's an important...
The priest? Is the Sanctum Universum going to bless our little crusade of this?
It can't be a coincidence. Look, I know it's the longest of shots and the biggest leap of faith I could ever ask us all.
I don't mind taking a detour to gather data. Only thing we'd lose is time, really.
Thank you. I'll meet you over there.
No, now isn't the best time.
Constellation has suffered losses before, although none quite so violently.
Finally, you're up. Let's go!
Morale in the lodge has been measurably reduced.
Hey, you might want this. Have something for you.
Anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always lie.
Hey, what can I do for you? I'm sure you can find something you like. I'm sure you can find something you like.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Every time I see this statue, explain why.
I feel...
One day House Varun just up and abandoned their embassy. no idea why.
Yes, exact.
Keeper Aquilus?
Oh, Mateo.
No, she figured that out a while ago.
Oh, well, what's on both your... Oh,
That's not... Keeper, when you...
perhaps we should talk about this.
Aquilus has helped me through some...
Now that we have a little privacy, why don't you tell me exactly what it is that...
They're like nothing we've ever seen, Keeper. Gravitational distortion, sub-audio harmony.
I caught half of that. So, these things are... There have always been mysteries that seem to defy our understanding of the universe. We enter life as an act of someone else's faith in us. There's no... So, you've pushed into the unknown, not knowing where it would take you. I think I can, if you're willing to find your way in the dark for a bit longer. There's an old story, far older than the Sanctum Universum. This pilgrim claimed he found the true meaning of unity. In my story, the pilgrim met the founders of the House of Enlightenment. Then he goes to his final resting place. But what if the story isn't a metaphor, but a code? Yes, something must be there. Maybe the answer will become clear when we have more. The Enlightened work out of the well here in New Atlantis. The rune worshippers are more enigmatic. I visited her a couple of times.
I'll stay here with the Keeper. We need to catch up. And would you mind asking him a few more questions?
Wow, you look completely different.
All of our services are designed to... Hi! What? If you're here to try... All our services... Enhance will be here anytime you'd like a different look.
That bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know if she lost, but she...
A visitor?
Back by annoying us.
He knows not the truth.
He sent both of us to ask more incessant questions, actually.
The Great Serpent waits in the shadows. That is the truth.
You don't need to tell us. We just figured it would be better to ask you directly.
Yes, I have spoken to your keeper about this. Jinan Varun meets the unbeliever. But the unbeliever returns. Remember these 4 battles, Jinan, the unbeliever says. That is all. Then we are done.
Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat. Listen, I keep wondering if that made it hard. I've replayed those and you need to know that you did what a leader does. And if it had been me instead of him, I know, but I don't know if you're ready to talk or if you need 20 years to get to that point. But I just want you to know that if you do, I'm not sure that I am. Of course, we are all constellation. When a star goes nova, it can destroy everything nearby. The galaxy is littered with the deaths of so many brilliant, wonderful stars. Still doesn't make it easier for anybody. But you did what you had to do. Sam was my buddy. He would never want you to feel like this rotten situation was your fault. Yes, we need to expect it and prepare. You know, we're fortunate. Constellation, if we're going to set things right, I know now isn't the best time, but I need to talk with you later. Hey, when you're not busy, let's chat. When you're not busy, let's chat.
As a track ranger, find you and
If it's about the financial or food assistance programs, we are backlogged. Oh, we're not. Listen, I've talked about this with him a ton of times, and there's no record of a Unity pilgrim, but our early records are mostly administrative. Humanitarian projects, group counseling notes, charity expenditures. But there is a series of exchanges the founding members recorded in a lot of detail. A man walks into the first house of enlightenment. The founding members just call him the Drifter. So they think he's a charity case at first, but no, the Drifter asks them a bunch of questions. If your philosophy is built on an individual's own morality, what about the second person? And the founders respond, each individual must understand how the second person lifts them up. And it kind of goes on like that. He comes back every week for a year. Same conversation every time. Second person this, the problem of do that. Honestly, I think the founding members made it all up. Fortunately, that got abandoned pretty quick. After the always happy to help.
Everything good? We're here to help.
Hello. Welcome to the Trade Authority. If you're here on... If, however, you are here under false pretense, say, then I'm afraid you'll find nothing illegitimate. So, what... Then my disclaimer doesn't apply. Please. The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
Trade Authority seems to be doing just fine for themselves. Now is the best time.
What do you want? I'm very busy, as you can tell.
No lawyering, okay? Stop by anytime.
It's a quaint shop, isn't it?
Okay. Well, I've had that effect on people before.
Really? What's there to even do on Gagarin?
Beats me, but the financials make sense.
Well then, we're going to have to give you
Oh, you're back. Yes. What else did you learn? Was there anything else? If there really is a location the Pilgrim wanted us to find, those do... Let's see. We have something that could be coordinates. Infinitum addendum. What if we break down the parts? Well, I suppose that'll make someone laugh. Yes, that's it. The second planet in Indum, at 4 and 120. That's where you'll find the Pilgrim's resting place. And from there, maybe you'll find... Before you go, you've now spoken to many different... I know you're looking for a specific unity. Ah, but what makes something like that holy? Gravity is also a force. And so you think this word unity describes a similar miracle?
Now, I thought a miracle was something unexplainable and magical. But any other miracles you want to discuss? Like, fire?
Well, I won't keep you any...
Hey, if you have time, I've been thinking about some things. Wanted to... Hey, so I'm really enjoying... It's been a long time since I... And you haven't stopped me from looking into this stuff with Irvin either. See, that's what makes you a good cat. On that note, So, I wanted to let you know that I heard back. They sent me a copy of some public... There was a claim filed against Irvin, accusing... Looks like Irvin didn't even... Well, if it was Irvin, I do want to understand that. Anyway, this mining corporation, Hephaestus, sued Irvin. They said he killed the apex predators in the area around. That caused the soils to release too many gases. It looks like they considered him a no-show and rude. So anyway, according to the court documents, there was who was a no-show too. They tried to take his apartment, but because it's in my name too, they couldn't. Kinda. I had a mountain of back taxes to pay, and it would have been far better for my pockets had I just donated it to the city. So here's what I was thinking. I don't want to press our luck, so I'll just ask. Should I tell them to investigate the company more or look into the witness instead? For that much money? You know, this investigation is timed, and who knows? Maybe if we solve this case, it'll mean a better future for Gagarin. But that's thinking too far ahead. Anyway, Captain. Someone leave some food out before we left? Whoa! I'm shivering here. Can you scan that? Oh, you beat me to it. I have something for you. Those are Starborns. You see that, right? We have to get a close-up of that statue. Wow. That right there. Did you get it?
speak for myself. Constellation ship, you weren't invited to this meeting, but much of our conversation has been about you. It's only fitting you should join us. I will personally guarantee your safety as long...
And think of it as a ceasefire. Good. See? Hello. Again. Do you remember the emissary, perhaps? And their ship, the Helix? I believe they ambushed you above Neon and demanded that artifact you worked so hard to gain.
Thank you for the stellar introduction. Your success is unprecedented. Before you came, we were just discussing how continued use of force against you is unwise.
I don't think your patient counselor act is working on them.
We are not a monolithic people. The Starborn are individuals. Some are united in cause. Others are in it for themselves.
We're all in it for ourselves. Some of us are just more honest. The emissary threatened your ship, demanded you hand over your artifact.
We needed to warn you off. Every encounter with one of our kind could spell disaster.
For whom, exactly? I say whoever can collect them should. Good. Hold on to that determination. Because you're about to learn there's a higher prize at stake.
The Unity. You are on the path to it. It is...
So, I gotta say, this part is more awkward than I thought. Hiding my face was way easier. I'm not who you think I am. This universe is only the first one you've been to. I've seen hundreds. Where I came from, I was the one who ran to the Eye. I left you behind to protect the artifacts. And the Hunter killed you. One of me, at least. I collected the remaining artifacts, and they opened the way to the center of my universe. That is the Unity. When I stepped into it, I became. And that's the problem. All the artifacts are needed to complete the armillary, and open the way to the Unity. In every universe, the Starborn fight over them. Innocent people die. You've witnessed the power granted by the temples, the anarchy that can be unleashed. Someone has to decide who should get them. Here it comes. The emissary tells you only the worthy should enter heaven. You're twisting what I mean. They're hypocrites. They used the chaos caused... I attacked your launch because I wanted the artifacts, and you held me off. You got away. That wasn't some morality play. You didn't survive because of righteousness. You, as I have done. I was also human once. But what does it matter who... You're learning. My other self wants you to walk the path he walks. To give up. To appreciate the universe you have. Easy for a person who's seen everything, done everything. I think you should see it for yourself. You've never come this far. than all the universes I've seen. The path to the Unity is opening to you.
You're going to tip the scales one way or another. Bingo.
I want a truce. Between all three of us. I will give you some time to think over which approach to the Unity is the one you want.
Yes. Let's see how willing you are to live under someone else's rule. The Unity is meant for whomever can get there. Don't fall for that talk of worthiness. To see what would happen, of course. You might... Usually, you're the one who ends up dead, and whoever cries over your body goes on to become the emissary. Sometimes I manage to get you all bunched up and take care of the problem in one go. Sometimes the emissary has gotten to me first, and I never arrive. Hundreds and hundreds of variations of me, packing through Constellation. And it's almost never you. You making it to your ship on your own. I took it as a sign. Whoever created the artifacts and built those temples is playing a game with us. There are no rules. Whoever gets all the pieces, I don't kill for the Unity. I find the easiest pathway to... I've simply found that it's the quickest way. Talking, forming alliances, waiting for... I'll admit, you getting away has been the most interesting. As soon as I realized what had happened, I knew I needed to wait until this... No, we always end up having this meet. Honestly, I was beginning to wonder why I kept attending. And it's bad habit I started alone. But you have provided something quite new to talk about. Maybe they enter the Unity, take artifacts from others, employ force. All the things I do. I am many things, but I would never tell. The emissary wants to become the judge of who gets to enter.
I'll tell you everything I can. I'm sure you have more questions. It is not an easy experience to describe. But the Unity will speak to you. You will be leaving this universe behind to be reborn. Everything you were before will be gone. Maybe that's why it offers the choice. Compassion. Or is it testing us? Different. I never know who you are when I meet a new version. It's hard, but each universe is precious in its own way. Mine will never have it. You've seen the terror the Hunter causes. Every time a Starborn goes through the Unity, we can't let more like him abuse these gifts to destroy. When all the artifacts are assembled, the device they create is called the Armillary. Through it, you can reach the Unity. And from... Before you leave, I want to give you something. Await, seek the moon of old Earth. They're here. To... Yes. That is all I ask. You should also talk to your colleagues in Constellation. Part of me wonders what they will all say about what you...
New Atlantis. I've spent a lot of time here. It's safe. This place is a delightful relic tangled up with hope, grit, and science.
Hey, I've been talking with the others. You know. Well, just think. I'll have everything set up in a few days.
Mateo told us about...
You found it, didn't you? Wait.
You can't possibly mean...
Let's take a step back. Could you explain the part about...
Yes, I wouldn't mind a little more.
And that's why the Starborn want the artifacts so desperately. They're the keys to unlocking the infinite.
I don't even want to think about the physiological changes you'd need to travel between you.
Plus what it would do to the mind? Enlightenment?
You have the opportunity to reach the closest thing to your god that might exist.
One doesn't approach the afterlife without... You're right.
I know this has been a lot for everyone to take in, but we finally have...
not to make a sharp turn in a grand tale, but I got the eye fixed up. Let me know when you're ready to... These last glimpses...
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Catch a smile out there.
To think the lodge turned into a battlefield. Thanks for taking the... When you pulled it from the rock, help... No, I don't think you understand. How did you feel inside? Raw energy? I shouldn't be surprised. The artifacts aren't exactly... True. But the artifacts are so different, so alien. And I'm certain one of them Well, judging from the fact that both you and Barrett... Music composition might not consist of words and sentences, but I'll be damned if that isn't an attempt at language. Oh, that's... You'd think after years of... Not much, I'm afraid. All I have to show for my efforts are eyewitness accounts, scores. Frustrating? It would be... Oh, well... I knew I picked the right person for the job. Look, I wanted to thank... And I also wanted to say, well...
I'm not sure when things will feel safer. The lodge feels a little colder than it used.
I will be monitoring everyone's vitals for signs of continued trauma.